Hello boys, Cool Yoshi here, and welcome back to my playthrough of Crash Team Racing 100%, or I guess you could say true 100%, because we're doing every single mode in the game now. Although we initially finished off all the modes that were required for 100%, we finished off Ring Rally in the next episode. Today we're going to Relic Race on all the Crash Nitro carts and bonus tracks that nobody usually does. So all this will be done on the same difficulty as we did the original Classic on, just to keep it normal, at least as close to normal as possible. So it's going to be done on medium difficulty, and we're going to once again be using Dingodile, which means expect a lot of pain because a lot of these Platinum Relics are probably going to be very hard to get. Keep in mind, in the original Crash Nitro kart art, it had some of the easiest Platinum Relics in the entire game. Many people say there was almost no effort put into it. But now it's probably going to be a little bit different with Beanox on the trail. Some of them are probably going to be really difficult. So here's what I'll do. Since I don't want to restart too badly, I'll do one try right away and see if I can get a gold straight off the bat. If I can get a gold straight off the bat, then I will immediately use that, and then once I get the gold, I will start doing things a little bit more interesting. Keep in mind, I may not break all of the crates right away. This is where things will get kind of new since, like I said, I only memorized the relic locations of the original game. So, I don't know any other location in the game. That's what I was hoping to get maybe later. Oh, there's one behind that. Oh, I tell you, that's probably gonna be the worst crate there. I don't want to jump for any of those, by the way. I probably should have gone for the shortcut, by the way, on laps 2 and 3, so yeah. The reason why I said I'm not going to do the first run full in depth because I want to only get gold initially early on, and then plat will probably be gotten later. And the reason why I want to get gold is because getting up to gold lets me figure out what the platinum tabs are, so I could have a better idea if I need to restart or not. Oh, and that's another reason why I do that, because you can have 3 platinums like that. From the looks of it, they kept it the same in the original game, so that was an easy plat. Jeez Louise. If that's the case, I could probably just win them all by having good racing style overall. Keep in mind, I didn't lie when I said the platinum Relics in the original Crash Nitro kart didn't require much effort to get, to be fair. Of course, it is only medium, so it could have been much more difficult, but still. That's kind of like Turbo Track, though. Like, I expected the platinum to be lower, and then that happens. Man, craziness just happens, man. But yeah, I will do my best to ensure that I do not restart unless I absolutely do something really bad. So, for the most part, I'm just going to be doing normal strats for all the courses. I will still be trying to go for all the boxes. I may not necessarily get them all, though. Okay, so Jungle Boogie, I'm probably going to go on the lower path to search first, because the bottom path probably doesn't have any boxes anyways. so I'll probably take the shortcuts in the last lap. Okay, let's try the secret shortcut underneath the water, just to check if there's anything there. Nope, just one box there. Keep in mind, Crash Nitro Kart is not as good of a game as this game was, Crash Team Racing, so a lot of its time trials are quite a bit different. I will say though, the time trials in these games so far have been a lot more difficult than anything else. I'm not focusing as much on just getting the boxes only, I'm trying to get all the other stuff as well. Because that's, I think, really important. Okay, it was not as free, I guess. 55 is still kind of a low time, but honestly, man, is that really all this game has on me? Goodness. I think it'd be more fun to see me get an optimized time on these, but yeah. Wow, that if every race is gonna be like that, this is not gonna take very long at all. I imagine when it gets to the bonus tracks, it's gonna become stupidly hard again. Already the first two races, 2 free platinums in a row. I think there may have been one slightly difficult plat, but still though, that ensures you I'm doing this in like a different time. And since I did the time trial on every track, I know where all the shortcuts are, so I'm not too fumbled with that. I think this time around I'll try and just get boxes as we go and kind of just yell into the shortcut on the first lap. And just hope that I get it. Because I want to get that first before I go to the lower side. Oh, now we have some trolley box locations. Oh yeah, now it's getting a little bit more trolley. Yeah. Going for that first, just to make sure I don't forget it later. Oh, there's that yellow box there. Kind of just in the middle of the open. Well, that one on the side is probably going to be one of the worst. I may actually just ignore it if I get enough boxes. I will say, though, you do still have to put some effort into breaking them. You can't just skip all the boxes, or that's a immediate misplat just like that. I didn't mean to rhyme, by the way. It kind of just happened. Ugh, okay. Oh, okay, that box around there, that's kind of a trolley box location. Now the game's kind of being a little trolley. Oh, I can't even jump up there anymore. I used to be able to jump super high there, but yeah. In case you're wondering, yes, I did go for that. Probably should have gone that, like that. And you don't want to ever hit that, by the way. Is there something under that? Well, I guess to be fair, that's where the Beanox crate was hiding at one time, so I just had to wonder that. That box right there, that's probably the worst of the 3 to get in this spot. Another easy plat! What the heck is going on with this game? And we got a challenge completed as well. Did my CPU Dingodile just get squished right away? That's what happened. Wow. The bot can't drive. Goodness. In case you're wondering, once you finish, a bot drives for you at the end, and that was kind of weird. Keep in mind, this is just on medium difficulty. If it was on hard, it might be more difficult, but I don't want to screw with hard right now. Some of the hard mode platinum chimes are a little bit more obnoxious. In fact, I think they put more effort into the original game's Relics, which is why they're so gosh darn hard. That's why story mode was so painful, despite being a classic, because it was technically medium difficulty, which means everything was decently challenging. And now I'm just getting complete laughs for time trials. Oh gosh. Really? Really? Eh? Okay, now they're just straight up trolling me. I don't think I need them. It's just that... why in those locations of all places? I'm not sure if those are the original cases or not, too. Those might be the original locations, too. If so, then... oh, frick this. Screw it. Shortcut first. Okay, now I'm doing really bad. Whoa. I think you straight off have to get that off of the jump. No way. Those are going to be some of the hardest boxes ever to get. I may be able to do better, though, by just devising a route and trying to get the platinum via that. When I said that the platinums, by the way, in this game, in the original Crash Nitro Kart, required little effort to get, I mean, it is actually true. Like, the platinums literally required, like, very little effort to get. They could be gotten by almost anyone. Whereas in the original game, they were at least decently challenging to the point where you did have to get a couple of boxes on the other things, or at least drive decently well in order to stand a chance. Otherwise, you just straight up lost. Like, compared to this, in the original game, I never got any platinums back then. I think I may have gotten a couple before, but I usually ever got only Sapphire Gold, and that's when the first time I played this. Okay, though, I might get screwed here. Screw it, shortcut. I don't care. Okay, that's a good amount of crates. We might get it yet. Sure, why not? We'll go for that. Nope, another easy platinum. Though, to be fair, that was probably one of the hardest ones so far. If I didn't get that many boxes, I probably wouldn't have actually got it. But again, the platinum literally required like almost zero effort. Just go for a majority of the boxes and you just get it. Man, I can't believe they left this in the game. Holy crap. I'm probably gonna get screwed if I go on hard, so for the sanity of the walkthrough, I will not do that. Yeah. If this goes by very fast, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just keep it as Platinum Relics all other tracks right now, but I don't know. Because my title doesn't have enough room for that, so I don't know what I'll do. Oh, this one has a 4:15 Sapphire time? Jeez Louise. I'll get this one first. We're gonna skip the shortcut the first time around. How do I jump over that, by the way? Goodness, that must require a very specific timing there. Or rather, I don't have to jump, apparently. Ugh, I hate those jumps like that that make you think you're going to jump. You could jump, but it's like, trolly. Screw it. Getting all these ones on the edge so I don't have to go here ever again. Oh, okay, now they started throwing it a little more, Charlie. Look at that. That requires very specific timing to not get fun off there. Ah, missed it. Keep in mind, this is usually a course where I kind of just drift to win and hope for the best. Okay, I'm gonna go for the shortcut now. Oh, wait. No. Took that on purpose. Just so I could get that crate. I heard by a lot of players, if you want to do this track properly, you want to wait until the last possible minute to break drift out of one spot. There we go. Fine, I'm just gonna go for the shortcut. Let's try that. See, there we go. I just have to not jump for it, and I get it. I swear, if that ends up costing you a plat, though, I'm gonna be kind of mad. Okay, this one doesn't look as good, easy, just because of all the stuff that you have to do in the track. Gosh darn it. I still have quite a few boxes, but I do also have bad driving to blame as well, overall. Ah. Okay, well that's probably the best drift I could have gotten out of that one. Ah, and then I don't even get into the feint, I just straight up missed that, holy crap. That's probably gonna cost me right there, I'm gonna call it. Nope.
You call that racing?
Gosh dang it, another 3 platinum. Jeez Louise. I will still probably improve the times, but that'll be off screen when I go to improve them. Screw that, I'm not doing that anymore. Thank you very much. I'll take my free platinum. In case you're wondering, I have to get platinum relics on all of the Crash Nitro Kart courses, as well as I'm doing it on the bonus tracks too, because why the heck not at this point. The new times devised by Beanox are going to be probably really interesting, so I hope to gosh that they're not too difficult. I am going on medium, so it's not necessarily that bad, but still, it's crazy. And then we'll be doing all the CTR challenges there, which are basically single races against the CPU, but collecting all the letters C, T, and R. Those are just like bonus modes you can do though. Those aren't really required, but I'm doing them because I don't care. Gonna go right first because screw the shortcut. It's not me unless I mix at least one box at the start every single time. Okay. I'm pretty sure I had to take that in order to get... Okay. Now time for the worst part. Dodging these, which will actually be a lot easier thanks to us not having as big of a boost this time around. Okay, I need to remind myself. Now, right. Keep in mind, I normally jump off that thing as my strat here, so it's gonna be quite a bit different this time around. Okay, I'm gonna have to go for this on lap 3, aren't I? Okay, well that still worked really well. Oh, those boxes are like nearly impossible to get. Wow, I got hit by 3 of the 4 fiends there. That... And then I slammed into the wall. Gosh, I don't deserve this platinum. Whoa! Where the heck am I going? Told you I didn't deserve it, and I was 6 minutes off anyways. Okay, thank goodness for that. So, there we go, our first platinum epic fail there, and to be fair, I deserved all of that. That was so much messing around. The time's not even that low. Again, it's another easy track. I just happen to suck at it. Okay, screw this. We're going all in this time. And you know what? I don't want to take that early on. Not when I have this badness. Trying again. Because I suck. I always get those crates. That's terrible that I missed them. So we're going to try again and actually get them this time. Again! Come on, what's with me and missing crates? Just get the crates, you dummy. Sorry, by the way, you had to see this. It's kind of frustrating failing at these platinum chimes. But, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to not drift. Seems like whenever I try and do a decent drift out of one of these, it just doesn't do anything. And screw this, I'm restarting again. That's the same crate set I missed last time, too. I'm gonna do this until I at least get one full crate set so I can have an idea of what to do. Okay, I'll get this one first. I know I have to drift here. But this one, can I get this one? Thank you, okay. That's the one I missed on my first run of this as well. Okay, I don't mind that. Like I said, if it gets me crates, it's fine. Crit this crate, I'm getting it first. And this one on the side. Thank goodness there's none in this middle section where they're coming up, because why does that be bad? Okay, far right, and I'm gonna not go for that. Well, actually, I probably should have gone there first. Now I'll probably miss it when I go for the side. Had to go for the drift there. No reason not to. Just bought myself into this wall, why not? I normally have to get that crate on an earlier lap, but sure, I'll bump myself into the wall if I want to get that. And now the worst one. Right there, that's one of the worst ones. You pretty much have to drift in order to get it. So screw it, I'm done with it now. I'll just try and avoid these now. Again, like I said, I didn't deserve this platinum before. Come to think of it, since this track is so long, it is probably one of the hardest platinums to get. Okay, now shortcut time. 1, 2, 3. Don't need to jump, and there we go. Let's at least try and keep this to the end. It should be enough, I think. Well, by 8, we got it. That's still another very easy platinum to get, but that one I think they put a little bit more effort into, I will admit. You can't really keep pink as on, and because I sucked at it anyways, it was a little bit... that was probably the harder one. Still though, when I say they haven't put much time into platinums, I mean most of them. I mean most of them are really easy to get. But yeah. I'm still glad that I at least got gold though on the first try. Like I said, I always do one run. Like I said, that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. I'm going to try and do one run through and get gold. If I get gold, then I'll head back to the track later to get platinum once I know the time. So that way I don't have to reset over just trying to get all of the crates in one go and just try and get the platinums. Because like I said, you never know when there'll be 3 platinums in this game. Drop down. Oh, this one has one of the tougher crate lineups in the game. Watch it, yep. Thankfully I landed on the crate there. In case you're wondering with all my friends doing that stuff, that's because I do have friends now. I started adding friends onto my account because I didn't really have any. And I thought that they would do stuff. So, in case you wonder what that icon is, that's basically them playing a new game. Oh, that one you pretty much just have to YOLO onto it. There's lots of boxes like that where you have to literally memorize the position of it from an earlier lap and then just hope to gosh that you can land on it with perfect timing. Nope. That's the one I was trying to get. You know, I probably should have gotten that one behind the box thing first. Hope that doesn't come back to bite me later. Change that so I could get that later on. Let's see, look at that. There's another one on the side as well. I think you have to brake drift it to that one. I don't see any other way of doing that. Did you see that? Just shoved me off to the side. It's like, nope. We're not getting that box. And apparently you're not getting on there either. Oh, of course. It's one of these. And since I can't reset, I just have to take it. I hate that. Wait, when it does that. Miss one time, and now you have to redo the jump, because you're silly. So you want to know what we should have done? Just don't fall off. Of course, I said that as I fall off right now. I swear, if that cost me a platinum, I'm going to be kind of angry at myself. And that as well, but, nope, okay, never mind. Another 3 platinum. Thank goodness I at least got sub 2 on this map. That would have been terrible if I didn't get sub 2 on this map in Relic Race. You know? So only one course has been a big fail so far, and that's like, that's because it's probably one of the hardest ones. For a good reason, I guess, too. Of course, now we have Tiny Temple with its very fast pink buff. I doubt I'm actually gonna keep it for the entire run this time, but we can maybe get some good luck and maybe just be able to break a couple of boxes, and then we can maybe use it all later lap, but it is what it is, I guess. We'll just see what happens, I guess. Oh no, they're behind fire now? Goodness. Left! I was wrong. I think that was probably one of the awful cycles, to be fair. Okay, you know what? Screw that. I'm not gonna take that. Screw that. We'll do that one first, because it's one of the worst. Okay. So now that we know it's gonna be on the right, we know to go there every single time now. Okay, we're gonna do this first. Miraculously, I got a crate during that entire expedition. We're going here. Oh, that's where it is. Nitro crate, eh? Is that how you're gonna do me now, game? Okay, never mind. I lost pink anyway. Okay, I timed that perfectly, somehow. Miraculously, the thing ended up not being as bad as I thought. Wait, didn't I miss one crate somewhere? Oh yeah, right, it was in this spot. Screw this. I'm gonna do this. Break around. Take the clock. There we go. Now we no longer missed it. Probably gonna screw me out and taking a shortcut. Nope, I guess not. Cool. Now, how will I do this, I wonder? I'll do left, right, middle, and just do that. Okay. Oh, and after all that, I missed one crate. Okay, it's probably one of the sneak crates, but looks like we didn't need it anyway. Another free platinum. And despite being tidy tempo, Pira's actually on top instead. Even though it's not his track. Whatever. It is what it is, I guess. Okay. So far, this has been really easy. I may end up doing 16 tracks or whatever this is in one episode. I'm just worried about the bonus tracks, man. Some of those were really annoying the last time I played for those, so... good luck doing that again. Alright, what is this one again? I forgot. Media guards. Regardless of what happens, I'm jumping on the left side at the beginning and hoping, because there's gonna be something there, I just know it. Yep, 2 crates actually. I have 2 tries to get that, so I'm not too worried. Oh, that one's a lot more annoying now. I swear, what does that excavation do? By the way, I'm taking a lawn route because there's gonna be boxes here. Okay, now we'll take the next hardest path, which is probably bottom right. Oh, no, there's nothing down here. So it is just a one spot there. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, left and right. Okay, we got it that time. What the heck is that one for? I'm just gonna ignore this lab sets and just hope that it's gonna be good for something. Of course, I had to miss the free, the one I was supposed to get in that spot. Like I said, I think there's 1 or 2 times that may be decently hard to beat, but other than that, there's nothing really too hard to beat in Crash Nitro Kart, because like I said, the game was not really designed well, so there was a lot of bad parts to it originally. Of course, on the other hand, if you were to play on the Game Boy Advance version, I do hear those do have some decent chap trials, because I don't think I've even gotten a single plat on that. Oh, okay, that was a little bit more closer, I will admit. I didn't expect to get it there, but again, that means it's another easy platinum. I don't know what is going on with these easy plats, man. All I had to do was miss a few boxes, do decently well, and I got it. Okay, now to Barren Ruins. This is one of the trickier courses. There's so many places to go. The boxes could literally be anywhere. This was not a fun course to rally, and figures it's probably going to be hard here now as well. Now, I did say 1, 2 of the times did have a little bit of effort put into. One of them was probably deep sea driving, I'm guessing, because of how long it took. That's mostly, though, because I was bad, but still, it was not fun to do. You know what? I'm going on the outside first. I guess not. Oh, see, they're just like scattered everywhere. When I say you skip a cycle in this by not going the right way, I mean you actually skip a cycle by doing that. I didn't lie when I say that if you go... Oh, the shortcut, you skip a cycle of those robots. So that means the other ways actually are tougher. Screw it. Man, this one looks a lot harder just because of its obnoxious box locations. Of course, it doesn't help that we hardly even got anything from the beginning. You know what? That was too bad. Screw it. I'm gonna restart. I'll just go for the shortcut first try, though. There's many reasons why I restarted. One could be that I missed that Centro box, the very first box in this area, 3 times in a row. So it would have been silly to keep a run like that anyway, so I'm trying again, hoping for much better performance this time. And then that happens. Ugh. Okay, I can't even play the game right anymore. Screw this. I know I probably shouldn't be doing that, but you know me, I hate doing bad early on. I prefer perfection. And if it's not action, it's not fun. You know what? Just landing on here is gonna be better. Yeah, that's right. And it definitely sets me up to get these bosses a lot easier. Okay, we're gonna yodel this, son. All that time to do the shortcut and we missed the boxes there anyway. Wow. Not a good start. Middle. Well, that's how to get that, apparently. One, two, three. Yeah, that's definitely a better line for that box earlier that I missed there. Oh, too early there. I keep going too early on these jumps here. And then that one I jumped it perfectly, but I missed it anyway. Okay, barely got that one. Nearly flew over that one. Okay, got the 1-2 there. Okay, what is this one? Another free plat! After all that, goodness. Another unnecessary one there, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, though. Still doing really well, though. Still, that was kind of frustrating that I had to reset early on. It's mostly because I was doing terribly. Infernal Island I didn't need to, but, man. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna even take the shortcuts and out of time. Screw this, I don't need them. I'll just play the track fairly and hope for the best. And then later I'll figure out if I need the shortcuts. Just because I want to do them on lap 2 or 3 later when they're not in car. Because obviously there's going to be boxes in the lower sections. So I need to figure out what to do. Of course, out of all the Platinum Relics I've had to deal with so far, Engine's Labs was probably one of the least favorite tracks for me to Platinum. And when I say that, I don't lie. I mean that it was one of the worst tracks to Platinum ever. Oh, and of course, they do have the nerve to put it over the shortcut. So we'll have to do 2 out of 3, and then immediately after that, I'll do a shortcut run. Gosh dang it. So that shortcut is required. And that's one of the worst. That's probably the worst of the 2 shortcuts there. At least the other 2 are easily doable with practice. Okay, well there's not much here, so I think I can skip the turns on laps 2, 3. And be fine. Oh, got that one by the skin of my teeth there. That wasn't even close to that. Gosh dang you, game. I kind of disagree with that. It didn't look like he hit it, but he did. Okay, I didn't get that, so I can't take the shortcut. First shortcut now. Keep in mind, you need speed to get all of these boxes. Oh, never mind. There's 2 out of 3 there anyway. Ugh, so I have a choice now, do I? Oh my goodness. Keep in mind, I got no crates here, so let's try it. Okay, let's just do this. Oh, nearly got stuck, but I got it. Alright. Come on, dude. No blockers. Okay. But I didn't get all of the... Those. Okay, screw it. We're going for all shortcuts now. Oh, I got it. Okay. I got it, but I missed all of the boxes, because of course I had to. It's not a true run if you go for the shortcut. Unless you miss the boxes in there, then it's a true run. I'm just kidding, it's probably a bad run. So this will confirm that there's nothing in here. So yeah, that's right. I can do that on lap 1 and then do the remaining shortcuts on laps 2 and 3. But I can only do the full set on the final lap. So if I were to get all 3 crates broken in that one stream, then I could just go for it right then and there. Okay, I'm not interested in that though. But I am interested in getting a free flat, and I did. Okay, it was a little bit closer this time around, but at least I still did it. Yeah, I kind of just improvised for that one. There was almost no way I was getting all the boxes there on that one. And that's probably the most difficult part. Getting all the boxes for the 10-second minus is probably the worst on these tracks. But hey, it is what it is. So far, these have been really fast. I didn't know the game was this easy still. I thought they had at least updated them, but I'm guessing on hard it'll be a lot different. In fact, easy and medium it probably is easy, but I'm guessing on hard they updated the platinums to be tougher. That's what I assume. That's what I assume, so... It'll be more like you have to get all 10 bosses and hit them. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that for hard, which is why, again, I ignored that, because I was more interested in getting in on medium, because screw easy, or easy, that's way too easy, and hard is just way too difficult. Okay, so shortcut's gonna be taken on lap 2 and 3. Okay, so from the looks of it, there's like 2 crates here. Oh. I knew there was gonna be something here. Fortunately, I can't skip my greatest fear though. The stompers. I have to take them 2 times in a row. And the leap of faith as well. Okay, isn't there gonna be something down here? Really? There isn't? How unfortunate. Okay, well, obviously we need to drift for this one. So slow myself down a little bit and then break drift to get this one. Okay, I shouldn't have hopped to that first jump there. Here we go. 1 squish, 2 squish. Of course. I always expect the worst, man. Okay, well, we're going for this next. Okay, well, at least I'm getting more crates this time around. Okay, I'm gonna go for the shortcut. Okay, got it. Okay, let's break this and get this free. And we have to do this again. This time, though, we have to jump off it and into the side. Looks like my jump wasn't high enough, though. Goodness. I have to brake drift that one. Which means I can no longer get that one. But screw it, I'll do that one at least. Okay, now we have... What is it now? Ah, yeah, the jump for this one, and this one on the middle. Of course, we asked the 3 on there, because we had to. Another free platinum! Jeez Elise, we're platinuming some of these courses by 30 whole seconds in some cases. Good grief. Oh. You know, if I have more time at the end of the video, I might take a look at these on hard mode to see if they do change, because, screw this. Medium is way too easy for some strange reason. The only course left now with these is Hyperspeed Speedway, and that's it. Well, as long as the bonus tracks don't screw us up, I think we got it. Of course, some of the bonus tracks are some of the hardest to navigate, with also some of the toughest secrets, so boxes won't necessarily be easy to pick up. Hyperspeed Speedway is also probably one of the more difficult tracks there. So, yep, screw it. I'm gonna go for the shortcut right away and just hope for the best. This is one where if there's a shortcut, you just have to try and get it and hope for the best. That's what you have to do with some of these tracks, you know. There's one. Oh, and I didn't even get the drift for this. Oh, barely got it, too. Thank goodness. Okay, that's one hard box potential spot down. Oh yeah, right, we're gonna have to go both ways here. Ah, that's probably the worst box location there. Good, we're going right. Far right. Far right. Far right. Far right. Nothing there. Now far left. I mean far right. What am I doing? I'm saying like wrong words for some weird reason. I always thought going left was the only way on this track, but kind of crazy when I figured out that it wasn't that easy. Okay, left now. I almost never go left on this part, which is really strange. Dude, that looks a lot easier. Okay. Yep. Just as I thought. No jump required. Edge. We'll go for middle last. And what's this one? Edge. Okay, so this part's simple enough to do correctly. But now we do have to curve over to the other lane, so let's free round on it. Okay, there we go. Wow, no crates in either of these sections. Too bad because we have to go that long way, we're pretty much forced not to go the shortcut way. Okay, so this we can do whatever we want, and I'm gonna do this. 1, 2, 3, left. Because it's probably better. Yep. Just as I thought. Okay, and jump. Nope. Wow, you missed that all 3 directions. Jeez Louise. So that's one of those double crate spots. Middle. Middle, go. Okay, another very easy platinum, but I did make that a little bit tougher on myself by taking the shortcut, but I do think I also played that really well, in my opinion. Okay. I'm not going to do that, but I will check it later. For now, let's just go straight into Twilight Tour and see what happens, honestly. Honestly, man, I don't know. Yeah. Now, I did see a couple of walkthroughs, and I did notice that a couple of the walkthroughs did have people doing all of the rain rallies. In fact, one video has all of the rain rally tracks done in a row, in order, in one session. And it ended up taking less long than me. Probably because maybe they didn't do as good, or they didn't last long, I don't know. Because whatever happened, I lasted really long, because mine took 5 videos to complete for some reason. And now if I keep on going, oh great, there's 65 boxes I just noticed. Oh, boxes everywhere, man. It makes sense, this is a very wide track. I know exactly what I'm doing, by the way. That upward shortcut, you know? I'm gonna go for that first. I just know there's a box there. If there wasn't, I'm gonna be kind of disappointed. I'm taking a big risk here by drifting, by the way. Alright. Not just 1, 2, 5 boxes were there. It's almost like I know this game! I know this game too well. I know there was gonna be something up there, so thank goodness I got that out of the way when I did. Okay, I'm gonna get these first. Oh my! There's quite a few of them here. This high box count is kind of scaring me, man. Screw it, I'll get this one. And then we'll get the edge one later. This one we get 2 tries at. Well, we hopped over it, despite having other stuff. And into the pool we go. Probably should have gone for that one first if I had my speed. To be fair, we didn't really have a choice of evading that. Okay, screw this, down below we go. Okay, left and right now. We can actually get a drift going! Hooray! Yo, I went for that really hard, man. I had to jump early there. I had a feeling about that one. Thank goodness I got it when I did. Okay, let's just drift this one, I don't care. I'm gonna take the shortcut route, screw this. I could have easily landed on that box, by the way, if I took a different route, but I don't really care. I don't need it, I think. Oh, wait. Yeah, I forgot about it. This is a bonus track. Frick. I may not even get the gold anymore. I don't know. Okay, I got it. Thank goodness. But, man. Oh, the top time is 134, eh? Okay, well... This is where things get a little bit more interesting. It's just as I despised. Beanox made this tough again. Oh, this is gonna be fun, because we're gonna be retrying like crazy probably on the next few laps. And the fun thing is, we have to do it all in a single playthrough anyways. Ugh, so figuring out what to do best is gonna be kind of difficult. But anyways, I'm gonna waste some time here and do this on hard just for one turn. Because I want to see what the platinum time is on this course. Because it was only 2... I believe, last time. So I beat this by like 3 whole seconds. What's the hard time on this one? I'll match the timer too just to see it. Even if this ends up going over a little bit, I kind of need this. Still 2? Really? Really? Really, game? Wow, so the Nitro kart courses rarely were that easy, but Beanox is not rushing it with the bonus tracks though, so we're gonna have our lot of time to do stuff. Anyways, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this, comment, rate, subscribe. We did all the Crash Nitro kart courses for their Relic races. Now we're gonna do all the bonus tracks for their Relic races as well. Because it's not a true 100% unless you get all Platinum Relics, as they say. So, leave a like if you guys enjoyed this, comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.